talking the shit out you for 7 days straight, and now I can't live without you. And if we ever broke up, I won't have a kid without you. You forever in my heart. I won't forget about you. I be crushing you on Monday like it's Wednesday. Press about that nigga with your friends say. GCC3 is what your business say. I'm so happy you ain't listen to your friends say.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for kicking it with Kipp and Kurt. We are back again with another video. So Bae is not here. She is at work getting that money. So I'm doing this by myself today, but y'all not gonna see me anyways. It is a voiceover, and I'm just gonna be cooking and just showing y'all how I make Cajun crab and shrimp pasta. And I added a little extra to it, and it was all extra because I cook. So make sure you guys go follow KKZ_EATZ on Instagram. That is our food page. Yeah, show us some love on there. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You comment and you share this video. And I'm just gonna get right to it. It's the first voiceover I'm doing, the first video like this, so it only gets better. I'm probably gonna have to do a lot of tweaking, but we'll see how it goes. I hope y'all enjoy. Thanks. Alright, y'all, so we got the shrimp, shell on, shell off. We got some snow crab meat, de-shelled with the shell on as well. I got some corn, and I got some chopped peppers. Now, I season everything. Use whatever seasonings y'all like. This is my food, and this is the taste that I like. So you can make yours to whatever taste you want. I got garlic and butter sauteing in 2 different pots. I got a pot going for sauce and a pot going for the shrimp. And you just make sure you stir it up a little bit so your garlic will not burn. The sauce pot is on a little bit lower in heat because that's going to simmer for a longer time. This pot right here is for the sauteed shrimp. So now you're going to go ahead and you're going to add your peppers in both pots. Checking on this corn for a second. Looking pretty good. Now we're going to add the shrimp. Make sure you cook the shrimp good on both sides thoroughly. Corn should be done soon. Looking pretty good over here. Alright, so I done flipped those over. I still got the sauce pot going with the butter, the garlic, and the peppers. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the crab meat and let that cook in there for a little bit. Eventually, I'm going to take this out of the pot and I'm going to put it on the side and just sit it in the microwave because I'm going to add it with the sauce and all that. Look at that. Yeah. Yep. Just like that. Alright, so that is pretty much done. Looking good. I can eat this just like this. Alright, now. There we go. I'm about to get ready to add some seasonings into this sauce pot. So I got lemon pepper right here. Add as much as you want. It might look like it's a lot, but it's going to be a lot of sauce, so it's really not. Then we're going to add some Old Bay. Old Bay is always good. It's seafood, so I always use a lot of Old Bay. Now right here, I got some chili powder. And again, this is Cajun sauce, so it's going to be hot. Mine is going to be real spicy, so I'm going to add a lot of different spices, which I will put down in the description. Some of the other stuff that I added. But again, you can use whatever seasonings you want and whatever spices you want. And I'm going to let this cook like this before I add any more butter to it. Alright. Looking good. Smelling good. Alright, so I done added more butter, and now I'm about to add some lemon juice with these dry ass hands. What was I thinking? Oh my goodness. Alright, I done dropped a damn lemon seed. Excuse my language, I'm so sorry. If kids watching this is supposed to be kid friendly. Let me get this up out of here. Alright, so again, I'm just going to have this sit here and simmer and cook. And now I'm about to go ahead and start another pot with garlic and butter so I can put the shrimp with the shell on in it. Corn is pretty much finished, so I'm going to get ready to take that out in a few. Stir this up a little bit more. Make sure it's not sticking. Alright, so that done cooked down a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add the shrimp with the shell on. I didn't over-season these shrimp. I didn't really over-season nothing, but I didn't want nothing to be salty because everything got seasoning on it. Alright, so the corn is done. Best part. So I already done flipped the shrimp on the other side. These are pretty much done, about to come out. And now I had put the crabs in the oven so they can cook just a little bit because of the way I'm going to use them. Well, I cooked them thoroughly, but it's going to be a while before I plate everything. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in the oven, but turn the oven off. I just want to check on them. And again, these is lightly seasoned as well. Alright, so here we go again with the damn butter and the garlic. It might seem like I'm using a lot of butter and garlic, but I should. But this is the sauce, so you're just going to add a little bit of flour in there and kind of make yourself a roux. Very small, not too much flour. Just enough because you don't want it to be too thick because you're already going to use heavy cream when you're making this sauce. Alright, with the whisking skills. Look at me. Alright, so now we're going to add heavy cream. I'm going to add the whole quart, but not all at one time. I added majority of it, and I'm going to go ahead and stir it a little bit. And then, once I do that, I'm going to just add the rest of it to it. So again, just whisk this up. Make sure you have it like at a medium heat while it's at this stage, but do not overcook it because it will clump up. And just let it cook and thicken up a little bit before you start to add the cheese. Alright, so I'm back to check on it. Stirring it up again. Making sure it get thick. Now I got the noodles in here. So you guys know how to cook noodles. I don't really got to say much about that, but I do got the noodles on. And now I'm going to add some pepper. Again, add as much as you like. I love pepper, so I'm going to add a lot. And it's supposed to be spicy, so it's good. You're going to add a little bit of salt. And then you're going to add some cayenne pepper. Once you do that, just go ahead and use your whisk and whisk again. Now I got them good whisking skills, so alright. There we go. Now we're going to let that cook. It done thickened up a little bit. So now you can go ahead and you can start adding your cheese. But first you are going to add Parmesan cheese. If I said that right, I had to say it kind of slow. So Parmesan cheese, add a little bit at a time because you don't want to add too much and make it hard for it to melt. And I don't really use measuring when I'm cooking, like measuring cups and all that stuff. But I will still put some measurements for you guys. So for those who don't know how to cook like that, I'm a chef, you feel me? So I kind of just go with the flow. And it always turn out perfect, so you know. So get that cheese mixed in there, make sure it melt real good. Alright, now I let it cook for a little bit, came back to it, and I'm going to add a little bit more Parmesan cheese. Go ahead, mix that up, let it melt. And you can see that it's thickening it up. Much more than it was when we first started out. Alright, so the noodles is pretty much done. Looking good, looking good. Alright, so back over here to this sauce. Go ahead, whisk it up. Make sure that cheese melted real good before you add more. So now at this point, I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese, and I'm adding a 6 cheese blend that I got. It's like mozzarella, provolone, Romano cheese, some other stuff, man. I don't know, but it's a lot of cheese. And yeah, you could put cheddar cheese if you want. It's up to you how much cheese you want to put. But I'm adding all the cheese like a little bit at a time. So it might seem like I'm adding a lot, but I'm not. But once you get it to the right consistency, then you know it's good. It should look like this. And then you're just going to let it simmer on low for a little bit. Thicken up a little bit more. And then it's pretty much done. Now I've already done added the shrimp and the crab meat to the sauce. I'm going to add a little bit more sauce, and I'm going to let it simmer for a little bit before I add the noodles to it. I know it look good, y'all. I know. Look at that. So yeah, the pasta is pretty much finished. So I'm about to get ready to plate everything. Look at that. Chef Kipp in the building. Look at that. See, in the beginning, y'all probably was like, she don't know what she's doing. I'm a chef, man. Y'all go check out that food page. So I plated everything. We got the crabs, the shrimp on top of the Alfredo with the corn. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the Cajun butter sauce on top of all of that. Look at that. I know it look good. And then the final shot. You're going to go ahead and see how our plate came out looking. Pretty good. All right.